What if I told you that the best time to reduce your tax bill is not when you are filing your tax return? By the time most people meet with their tax professional, the year has already ended. At that point, many of the most valuable tax saving opportunities may no longer be available to you. So, tax preparation tells us what has already happened. Tax planning helps us to decide what should happen next. So in today's video, I am going to introduce you to the basics of tax planning, explain why it is important, and share several areas you should review before the end of this year. Now stay until the end because I will also tell you about my upcoming tax planning 101 workshop in Crystal Lake, Illinois, and how you can earn rewards by referring business owners to attend, even if you do not live in Illinois. Hello everyone, I am Nana Adjoa Iyahen. I am a certified public accountant, a certified tax coach, and the president and CEO of NAS Accounting and Tax Hub LLC. I have helped business owners and individuals plan smarter, pay less, and build wealth for over a decade now. Now, if you want practical information about taxes, bookkeeping, business finances, and wealth building strategies, subscribe to this channel and turn on your notifications so you don't miss any content. Now, let's talk about tax planning. So, what is tax planning? It is actually the process of reviewing your finances before the year ends and identifying legal opportunities to reduce, postpone, or better manage your tax liability. Notice that I said legal opportunities. So, tax planning is not about hiding income or creating fake expenses or trying to trick the IRS. It is about understanding the tax rules and making informed financial decisions within those rules. So, for example, tax planning may help you determine whether you should make a business purchase this year or maybe you should wait till next year. It can also help you determine whether you are making enough estimated tax payments. It will also help you determine whether your business structure is still appropriate. It will also help you determine whether you are taking all the deductions available to you and also whether you should increase your retirement contributions, as well as whether you're properly documenting your business expenses. And lastly, whether your payroll and owner compensations are being handled correctly. Now, the exact strategies available would determine on your income, your business structure, your family situation, long-term goals, and other financial circumstances. That is why good tax planning should always be personalized. Now let's look at tax planning versus tax preparation. Many people believe that tax preparation and tax planning are the same thing, but they serve two different purposes. Okay, tax preparation normally happens after the year has already ended. Your tax professional receives your documents, prepares your return, and reports the financial activities that has already occurred in the past. Okay, but tax plan is proactive. It happens throughout the year, especially before December 31st. Think of it this way. Tax preparation is like looking in the rear view mirror. While tax planning is like using a GPS to decide where you are going and how you are going to get there. So for instance, your tax preparer may discover that you owe $15,000 when preparing your tax return. But if you had completed tax planning earlier, you might have had time to evaluate retirement contributions, business purchases, estimated payments, your entity structure, or other legitimate strategies. Once the year ends, some of those doors may close for you. So now that you understand tax preparation and tax planning, let's look at why is tax planning important. The first reason tax planning is important is that it helps you eliminate any surprises. No business owner wants to find out in April that they owe thousands of dollars they were not expecting. So regular tax projections allow you to estimate your potential tax liability and prepare for it. Second importance of tax planning is that tax planning can improve your cash flow. If you know approximately how much you will owe, you can set money aside gradually instead of scrambling to find a large payment at the last minute. Now, the third importance is tax planning helps you make better business decisions. Taxes should not be the reason you make a financial decision, but they should be part of the conversation. The fourth importance of tax planning is that tax planning can help you identify any missed opportunities. Many taxpayers are not necessarily paying too much because they did something wrong. They may be paying too much because they did not know which questions to ask or which strategies were available to them during the year. And finally, tax planning helps you create a long-term financial strategy instead of making last-minute decisions every tax season. So now that we know the importance of tax planning, let's look at basics of tax planning. Let's discuss 5 basic areas that should be included in a tax planning review. Number 1, you should review your income and expenses. Why? Because business owners view their year-to-date profit and loss statement and balance sheet. Do not look only at the amount of money in your bank account, because cash in the bank is not automatically the same as taxable profit. So you should review your revenue, your expenses, your accounts receivable, your loans, credit card balances, inventory, owner's draws, and major purchases. Also, the bookkeeping must be accurate before you can complete a reliable tax projection, because bad numbers can lead to bad tax planning decisions. Now, number 2, you should estimate your tax liability. What do I mean by that? If you are self-employed or receive income that is not subject to sufficient withholding, you may need to make estimated tax payments during the year. Do not wait until the tax return is prepared to discover what you owe. A tax projection uses your current income, deductions, payments, and expected activity to estimate your federal and state tax liability. Now, this gives you time to prepare, adjust future payments, and avoid any unnecessary penalties when possible. Now, number 3, you should review your business structure. Why? Your business structure affects how income is reported, how business owners are paid, and what tax rules may apply. So as a sole proprietorship, a partnership, S corporation, and C corporations are not taxed the same way. However, your business structure should never be based on a social media video or because another business owner said an S corporation saved them money. So, for example, an S corporation election may create savings in the right situation, but it may also introduce payroll, reasonable compensation requirements, and additional tax filings and bookkeeping costs, including compliance responsibilities, right? So the potential benefit should be compared with the additional costs and administrative work. Number 4, you should identify deductions and tax saving opportunities. Now, depending on your circumstances, you may be eligible to deduct ordinary and necessary business expenses such as advertising, professional fees, business insurance, office expenses, qualified travels, business mileage, employee wages, and certain equipment costs. Some taxpayers may also benefit from retirement plan contributions, health-related strategies, charitable giving, education incentives, or other deductions and credits. However, spending money just to receive a deduction does not automatically make financial sense. So, for example, if you spend $10,000 only to save a portion of that in taxes, you still spent $10,000, right? Hope you get it. Now, the purchase should first support your business or your financial goals. The potential tax benefit should be a secondary consideration. Now, number 5, improve your documentation. I can never speak enough of this. A deduction is only as strong as the records that are supporting it. So keep receipt, invoices, bank statement, mileage records, payroll documentation, and information showing the business purpose of each expense. Start that by separating your business and personal finances, and do not treat the business bank account like a personal wallet. So if you pay for a legitimate business expense personally, document it properly and make sure it's recorded correctly in your bookkeeping system. Tax planning is not only about finding deduction, it's also about making sure you can support those deductions if questions arise later. Now, let me answer the question, when should you begin tax planning? The best approach is to review your tax position throughout the year. Business owners may benefit from quarterly tax planning meetings, or at a minimum, a mid-year review and a year-end review. Major financial events, a tax planning conversation. Examples include starting or purchasing a business, selling property or investment, experiencing a major increase in income, hiring employees, purchasing expensive equipment, getting married or divorced, having a child, moving to another state, receiving an inheritance, preparing to retire. All these should make you consider a tax plan. Do not wait until tax season to mention a major transaction like that happened to you several months earlier. All right. Thank you for staying to this point. All right. So, like I promised, if you want to learn more about tax planning, I would love to invite you to my upcoming Tax Planning 101 workshop in Crystal Lake, Illinois. This workshop will take place on September 12, 2026 from 9:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central Time. This workshop is designed to help business owners better understand tax planning, financial record keeping, business structures, retirement and wealth building strategies, estate planning, and other important financial topics. I promise you that you will learn practical information that can help you ask better questions, avoid costly mistakes, and make more financial decisions for your business and your family. Now, the beautiful thing is registration is free, but seating is limited. So you can register by using the link below in the description. So if you are in Crystal Lake or in the surrounding areas, please do not forget to join us. Also, we have a special workshop ambassador referral program, right? You do not have to live in Illinois to participate in this one. All you have to do is, if you know a business owner, an entrepreneur, or self-employed professional who can attend the workshop in Crystal Lake, just recommend the event to them and ask them to list your name when they register, so that you can receive any of these referral awards. Now, for one referral, you will receive our NAS business tax deduction checklist and a branded NAS notebook. For three referrals, you will receive a free 30-minute tax saving consultation with me and also a branded tumbler. For five referrals, you will receive $100 credit towards any future NAS accounting and tax hub services, plus a branded NAS tumbler. So even if you live outside Illinois, you can still participate by sharing the workshop with business owners who are able to attend. Your referral must include your name when they register so we can properly give you the credit. Now, thanks for staying for this long, but remember, tax planning is not about waiting until tax season and hoping for the best. It's actually about reviewing your finances, understanding your options, preparing for your tax obligations, and making informed decisions. If you found this video helpful, click the like button, subscribe to this channel, and share it with another business owner. And comment tax plan below and tell me, what is your biggest tax planning question? Now, once again, to register the Tax Planning 101 workshop, use the link, the registration link in the description below. And I hope to see you there. My name is Nana Adjoa, Iyahen with NAS Accounting and Tax Hub LLC. And I will always want you to remember, plan smart, pay less, and build wealth. I will see you in the next video.